Hello everyone, welcome to a form of farming in the Philippines. Otatay is wearing out that lawnmower, they call it. Weed eater, I call it. And good on him. He's got all this area here clean. And so we're going to try again with the squash in all this area where these bananas are. And we're cleaning out like a 1 meter square here, loosening up the soil in the center. So what we're going to do is put plastic down right just in a square right here, and poke some holes in the plastic and plant the squash so that they won't have to compete with nearby weeds. We're going all along this area here. And we're going to get some squash planted. Maybe not tomorrow. I don't know, maybe we'll get the girls in putting the plastic down tomorrow and they can just follow. I want to get this done before we tackle field 3. Get these squash in the ground because it takes about 60 days for them to begin to produce. And we're still getting squash from the ones we planted 6 months ago, so they produce for a long time. I'm liking it. There's actually a couple of squash up here still alive, which Popeye has noticed, but that's okay. Okay, so I'm going to do an irrigation today, but before I do that irrigation, I have asked the girls to get 10 of those styrofoam harvest boxes, 10 of them, and put it in the pond. Because the 6 boxes we put before are, they're not keeping up. Close, but no cigar. So I figure if we put an additional 10 in, that it will indeed be able to keep up. So we're going to get 10 boxes in there, and as soon as they're done with that, I'm going to start the irrigation. I just want them to do it before so that they're not walking around in the mud out there. So we're cleaning out this canal as well. This is in field 1, the Kangkong field. There's enough seepage from this canal that all this is going to get wet, but I want this just all needs to be cleaned out all along here. We've removed the weeds, and Nerio is going to find a couple shovels. We're just going to dig it out a little bit just to make it so the water will flow a little easier, so that the majority of the water goes down this canal as intended rather than through this field. Because what happens, it's basically draining through a marsh the way that it is with all this vegetation here. So it really slows down the flow of the water. The water in this first field gets to be, I don't know, 8 or 10 inches deep, and it stays that deep all through the irrigation because the water moves so slowly, because it's so, the Kangkong is so compacted out in there. So I just want to make this so that just to facilitate draining, we just need to clean this out well so that the vast majority of the water goes down this canal like it's supposed to. Well, it seems like it's always something. Some leaves, I've got a screen there, and I've got a a large cone with a net going into it that is keeping the fish from being drained out of the pond. And I just noticed that the water wasn't coming out like it should be, so I went down, cleaned that net that was in front of the pipe. Had leaves in it from those trees that have never been taken down from around the tilapia pond. So, you know, kind of the secret to getting this irrigation to work is a lot of water quickly. Because if you just have a little trickle of water going out, then it's all just going to soak in before it can build up high enough to be released. And that's kind of the situation I'm in right now. So I need more water faster. So I was going to fire up this pump. Amazingly enough, we got it to start. It hasn't been started in over a year, 18 months or more. Yeah, like 10 pulls, a little choke, and started right up. But this foot valve is stuck open. We can't prime it. And of course, it was another 30 minutes of, you know, just filling it up there at the pump. Well, that didn't work. And so then we tried to back prime it through the line there. And then, well, of course, the next conclusion is that the foot valve here is stuck open. It's not, all this pipe has to be full of water for that pump to work. This pipe goes into the well here. And it has to be full of water. This pump won't pump air. Especially when it's got water going against it. We've only got one pipe wrench now, Tatay? Well, I doubt seriously we're going to get that loose. And you're going this way, Tatay. You're going the wrong way anyway. You're tightening it. All right, let me try. Yeah, it's impossible with only one wrench, Tatay. Of course, the 4 wrenches that I sent here, we've got one left. All right, well, that was only an hour. I was able to free up the foot valve pretty easy once we got it apart. We got it all back together, got it pumping a little bit faster than normal. I'm going to have the guys, I know you guys remembered when we had the artesian well, when the water level was really, really high. We had water coming out of the well. Well, now we've got water leaking back into the well. So we're going to just put some soil here and see if we can stop this leak. I'm running this pump faster than I usually do because we don't have a lot of time, and I just want to get as much water out of this well as we can, as fast as we can. Stopping part of it, but you can see right there it's still draining in there. Alright, well, the irrigation is done. Got it done, properly done, but it used about 10 inches more water out of this pond than normal just because of the slow drain. It's down pretty low, as you can see. But we did put some more kangkong in it this morning. It'll recover. That typhoon that I was looking at is looking like it's going to hit Guam, and it might not even hit the Philippines. So definitely going to be running that pump even on Bohico if I have to, and keep it running for the next 5 days. It's pretty much 24/7. I need to get this pond full. Thank you, everyone. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. All right, quitting time. So this is an example here of what we're going to be doing. Now tomorrow I'm going to have the girls finishing up the plastic in field 3, and the day after tomorrow probably planting it, and then we'll get on this. It's a little bit slower going than what I thought. It's probably, I want to get them both done so bad that I can't really figure out which one I want done first. But this area here is at least another day of Tata and the guys prepping it. So they got down to here. So they still have all this main part here to do. And this is going to be at least one more day with all of them, maybe 2, getting all this done to where we can get it planted. So I decided, rather than having the girls pushing these guys along, because it'll take them probably a day to plant all this here, but then they'll be right up on them, and just wait, just do one at a time. So we're going to finish up field 3, get the plastic down on it. I'm going to go into town tomorrow and get some more seeds. I'm going to go through the seeds tonight and see what we've got. But I'm going to look, I don't know. I'm just pretty much going to give up on the tomatoes. I'm going to plant the ones that we have in the little pots up there, transplant them when they're ready. But I don't know. This is technically the dry season, and we still lost all the tomatoes to blight. So I'm just not digging it anymore. I'm tired of wasting time trying to grow tomatoes. The blight is just too big of an issue. It's in the soil. It didn't, having the plastic down versus not having it down, the difference was just minuscule. All those tomatoes we planted that were doing so good are due to be taken out. So all that area right in there that was tomatoes has got to be planted into something else, probably beans. We don't seem to have much problem selling the beans. So the crops here are probably just going to be mainly beans, peppers, onions, corn, squash, and okra. Those are going to be the main crops here. And we'll, if and when we ever do get the our own little stall set up, we're just going to have to buy the tomatoes for resale. Yeah, the dogs are, caught them a rat, looks like, or a mole, one or the other. They're on the hunt. Now they lost him. You guys. Yep, tiger got him again. Yeah, it's a rat. That thing bite you? And again, this is just more, having this all grown up as a habitat for critters that I don't want here. So long overdue to get this cleaned out and cleaned up. We even got banana trees here that need trimmed. All these leaves here, all these trees need these banana trees need cleaning. All those dead leaves you see hanging there need to be removed. There's a couple of replants that need to be done here. Probably one banana tree there and one back there, and a couple more up there. There's probably 5 or 6 we can plant here. And we didn't lose any banana trees in the main part. So there's only about a half a dozen banana trees that need to be replanted, but that needs to get done as well. So we're getting there, but it's just so much to do. So much going on, and only a limited amount of crew. I mean, we do have Tatai and Nerio, and I can never remember that new guy's name. So those are the three guys that are working, and we've got Ippy, Consing, and I can't remember that new girl's name either, and Jin about halftime. So if I could keep this crew on for another month, we would get all caught up with everything. But it's looking like it's only going to be 1 week. And then the new folks will have to go, and probably Nerio as well. We'll keep Tatai on. But, you know, it is what it is. Thank you, everyone. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.